Want to make your chords sound better in 30 seconds? In this video, I'm going to show you a trick that transforms basic chords into beautiful chords. I'll show you how it works, why it works, and how you can start using it in your songs right away. What if I told you all it takes to make your chords beautiful is one simple tweak? Basic chords can sound a little boring after a while, so if you're feeling frisky today, here's how to make them better. Now if you take your C chord right here and slide it up 2 frets, it makes it sound a little better, right? It's a little different and sounds a little more emotional. Technically this is just C to the D, right? This is a regular C to the D, but if I move it up here, then you see we got this kind of cool like dreamy vibe to it. So that's the first step, you know, just try to take some open chords that you already know, maybe even a D, and move them up and see like what happens. Because really it might sound really cool, and then you have an extra, you know, thing up your sleeve that you can pull out whenever you're like, I wonder what I want to play right now, you know. You can try that with the C. And some of them won't sound good. For example, if I go like this, you see that's going to sound a little creepy, right? And I mean, you could use it in a cool song, but try this. This is going to be a little better sounding. But let's try this with like an E major chord, maybe. Okay, so we got. Oh, this one is good. So you see, just kind of play around. And find which ones you like. And then you can just pick and choose from, you know. Okay, so that's the first step. Move open chord shapes up and down to make them sound great. Now the reason why this works so well is because we're technically changing chords and adding spicy notes on top of them, okay? So if you want to spice it up a little bit, this is what you do. That's what makes it sound so different and almost like dreamy, you know. Some of them is like it's like, well, I don't know what's going on here, but it's kind of like dreamy, right? So the pros use this all the time, like for cool intros and stuff like that. You'll hear it in every band, you know. They have like cool sounding chords. A lot of times they'll just use like an open chord and just let it ring out, you know. It's one of the techniques that they use, you know. That's how they keep us hooked, and you know, we don't get bored with the same 4 chords, because they use the same chords, but they can use different versions of them to make them more interesting. So the second tip is just substitute your open chords with these, and just make sure, you know, you find the ones that sound good and you like, and just try to, instead of like going and playing like your regular, you know, G, D, E minor, C, try to find ways to change this to open chords that are actually up and down next. So G, D, E minor, C. So for the G, I could go like this, G, regular G, you know, but then D. Right here I could go with this one. So it could go like C, and back to this. Technically is G, D, C, D, but I'm just going like this. Try this out and see what happens, okay? So how do you actually make this work in your songs? You know, let's say you're writing something and you want to apply this. So it's really easy. Just take, let's say, Stand By Me. You're playing Stand By Me by Benny King, and it goes like this usually. You got the E minor here, then we got C, and then D. But instead of playing the D like this, you can just go. Especially with songs with G minor, C, and D, you know. really use that cool trick of going from the C to the D, just like that. It's just really awesome. You know, there's a whole lot of them, you know. But start with this one and just see what you got, right? Then there's like different ones. Like for example, D to here. This is technically D to the E, right? So you can go instead of can mix them up. You see, you could D to the E and then D to the D up higher, which is still an E, but it sounds a little different, right? So you can just have variety in your playing, and you're not playing the same like open chords, okay? So take songs you already know and just try to add these cool chord effects to them, you know, just for fun. So yeah, here you go. So if you want to find out the best way to make your guitar playing more interesting, fast, watch this video right here.